Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today I'm going to be going over how to place a test order through your online store. Now, this is a really good video, especially for those of you that are using Shopify. For those of you that do want to know, hey, what do I need to look for, or what do I need to do before I actually go live, before I actually launch my website. Placing a test order is definitely something that, in my opinion, is very useful and something that you do want to do before you decide to go live or activate your website. So if you're interested on this quick tutorial, make sure that you are subscribed. Please be sure to give the video a big thumbs up, and let's get right into the video. So what you want to do is log into your online store. What you can do at the very top in the search bar, you can go to test order, and that's going to bring up documents from the Help Center. Now, I like Shopify for a lot of different reasons, but the fact that they do have a Help Center is definitely a bonus. So right here is explaining that you're not really charged for a test order. And we're going to go over some of the ways that you can do a test order, because there's many different ways that you can do it. But I just want to kind of, let you read a little bit as far as, you're not charged for a test order. Any order that has been canceled and refunded is not paid out or subject to transaction fees. As you know, if you are using Shopify, you're charged a small percentage off each transaction. And so it's just letting you know that if you do a test order, you're not going to be charged for those transaction fees. And, it's just reiterating what I stated, that you should place at least one test order during your store setup or whenever you make changes to your payment method. Now, as you can see, if you look at kind of toward the bottom of the screen, you can use Shopify's bogus gateway to simulate like a test order. You can also use a real payment method. So say you're using Shopify payments, you can go ahead and check out through your online store with a credit card and then click refund. If you do it that way, then you are going to be subject to the wait, which means depending on your financial institution, it could take a few days for your funds to get back in your account. So this is not a way that I typically suggest, but it's another way that you can perform a test order. If you do use the bogus gateway option, then it's not going to, you're not going to be charged at anything. So a lot of people opt for that way. Also, you can use your PayPal account. So if you're using PayPal like myself, you can go ahead and place an order through PayPal and also reverse the order. Again, you're going to be, waiting depending on how long it takes for PayPal to reverse your funds. Or it's not listed on the Shopify website, but you also can go into your products and lower the price down to $0 and check out that way, just to make sure everything is working. Now, I like that way personally, just because you really don't have to worry about doing too much as far as putting in your payment information, waiting for a refund, or even going to the bogus gateway and following the steps. Now, the downside of doing, my preferred way is that you're not really testing. So let's say you're using Shopify payments. You really can't tell if that payment is set up correctly using this way, because you're not testing that payment method. You're really just testing the ability of your store and the functionality to make sure that the order is being completed. So, if you're someone that's using PayPal like myself, changing the products down to $0 is going to work. It's beneficial. You really don't have to do too much with that. But if you're someone that's using like Shopify payments or other payment methods, then you probably want to use the bogus gateway, just to make sure that everything's set up on the payment method side as well. So right here, it's just going over some of the ways that you can do that, how it kind of simulates transactions for you. So it has like a 1, 2, 3 step system. Kind of explains what you'll put in for the CVV portion, expiration date, cart numbers, and things like that. So if you want to place an order with a real transaction, you do want to make sure that you've set up the payment provider that you want to use. So whether that's Shopify payments, PayPal, like we kind of went over, Apple Pay, Make a purchase from your stores if you are a customer and complete the checkout using your genuine credit card details. If you're using a third-party payment provider, then log them into your payment provider and make sure that the funds were processed. And then you can cancel and refund the order. So these steps are pretty much what I went through just a little bit ago if you are wanting to use this way. You can also test your shipping settings. So this is a good way to make sure that you're free shipping if you are offering any promotions, such as, hey, if you purchase today, then you get free shipping on all orders. You can go ahead and make sure that the shipping is set to free. I'm just scrolling down so you can kind of see what it's going to look like if you are interested, and if you pull this page up on your own Shopify store. They also have a section where you can test your email notifications as well. You can do that by placing a test order. Typically, if you place an order, then you are going to receive a notification through your email. And so you want to make sure that that's set up correctly too, so that when someone places an order, you are getting that notification through your email and not having to go into your online store, log in and check, every hour to see if there's an order. So Shopify, in my opinion, is really user-friendly. A lot of this information is just, it's right here. It's right here. As you can see, I'm even reading from the screens in certain clips because all the information is just here and it's laid out so well. I do get questions, especially when I'm working with Shopify members. If you don't know, I do own a hair business company. It's online by the name of badchickhair.com, and I offer drop shipping services. So if you are interested in starting a drop shipping business, feel free to reach out. My links are always in the description. But a lot of people, before we go live and actually solidify everything, a lot of people want to place test orders, and that's something that I'm very happy to help with, because I want to make sure that everything's up and working correctly. So if we place a test order, like I said in the beginning, there's a few ways that we can do it. You can do it through the bogus gateway. You can also do it a legitimate way, putting in your card details or your PayPal information and processing an order as if you were a customer, and then refunding the order. And then you also can go ahead and zero the products down. So go to a product and change the amount to $0 and check out that way. That's still going to send you an order notification email. It's still going to kind of let you see the checkout process. And it's still a way of testing to make sure that your orders are going through, but it does not test the payment method. It doesn't make sure that your Shopify payments are set up correctly. Neither does it make sure that your PayPal account is set up correctly. However, if you follow the steps, it's very seamless to connect your PayPal account and also Shopify payments to your site. So if you follow the steps correctly, then more than likely that's set up. But if you do want to test, like I said, there's many different ways that you can test to make sure that your website is up and running. But I would recommend, whether you're doing drop shipping or not, that you test your order notifications, you test your payment, you make sure that your payment information is set up correctly. And then you also make sure that your orders are able to be processed before you go live. You want to make sure that your customers are having a very seamless experience working with you and on your site. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.